Stop and breathe. Everything is okay. I'm right here in this moment, and I'm at the right place at the right time. I am meant to be here right now. I'm supposed to be here right now. What's good, y'all? We biggity back with another episode 2 of Mine in the Middle. Thank you for stopping by and checking my channel out, my video out. Appreciate you. If you're new, my name is Natasia. I was really motivated to make this video because it just sunk in my soul how much we be living in survival mode in our minds, though. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. For instance, constantly being in anxiety. That is a form of being in survival mode majority of the time, which for some people it might be more helpful to talk about that with a therapist, because it'd be hard for us to see our own stuff sometimes, especially when you're in it, because when you're in it, we have the tendency to adapt to it. So we have the tendency to make our reality normal, whatever that reality is, whatever that circumstance is. Naturally, our mind preps us to adapt to it. You're always going to have your own problems. You're going to always have your own contrast of life, because that's what helps us grow. It's what helps us also enjoy life more, because if you don't know what you don't want, how can you know what you do want? So there's a value in discomfort and being lost. However, when you're in that mind state all the time, like even the littlest things trigger you into anxiousness and stress, that's not healthy. I'm going to say it straight. Okay, I'm a Sagittarius. I'm a little blunt. Okay, it's not healthy. And one of the things that I think is really good to do to start getting yourself out of feeling always in survival mode is to do breath work, learn breath work. Because that's another thing. We don't be breathing properly either. Like, who would have thought? I don't be breathing right. Yeah. And I noticed this because I have started paying attention to when I'm like home by myself and I'm not doing nothing and I'm chilling, and how I'm breathing, how I can speak. Like right now, I'm comfortable. I'm not out of breath. I'm not like trying to hurry up and get words out. Where I have found myself, like when I'm, I don't know, talking to someone that I'm not really comfortable with or don't know like that yet. You're just not comfortable. I feel that like press to like it's like I get short breaths in the middle of me talking, and I be feeling like, okay, I can't breathe, but I need to keep talking, and I'm trying to relax and I'm trying to breathe. So, and then sometimes I've also known where I'm like tensed up and I'm clenching, or I'm like holding my breath. So those are sure signs to know that, okay, I am worried about something, or I need to just take this time to stop and breathe. Everything is okay. I'm right here in this moment, and I'm at the right place at the right time. I am meant to be here right now. I'm supposed to be here right now. When you do that, when you consciously do that, it helps you get out of that anxiousness. Oh, I gotta do this. Why am I doing this? Why? You start being really calculated of every little thing that you're doing. And that's no fun. And it's not cute, honestly. Okay, it's about to be summertime, especially my girls, okay? When you are in your feminine energy, you are just more relaxed and you're more at flow. And that's how we want to be. You know, especially in the summertime, it's too hot to be stressed and tense, okay? It's enough going on with our sweat glands to then be on stress, anxiety, depression, too hot for that. Also, one of the things that I have started doing after reading such a good book, oh my gosh. Actually, I have 2 good books that I really recommend, and that's The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle and The Untethered Soul, and I don't know the author's name, but I will link it in the description. And one of the biggest takeaways that I got from both of those books is that when you catch yourself not being in the present moment, then you want to, one, sit in that. When your mind is going and it's just a lot of noise, you kind of want to sit in it and just observe. Just observe your thoughts. Just observe what's going on. Don't judge it. Don't try to fix it. Just listen. And that's been a game changer for me. And it's also been sort of challenging, especially in moments when my emotions are here. Someone's triggered me. I'm upset. Sometimes I do slip. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, okay? I'm keeping it all the way 100 with y'all. Sometimes I do slip. Sometimes I react. Sometimes I just say what's on my mind. But I'm also always catching myself and being aware of when I do that. And when I can catch myself before reacting, I sit in my emotions. Just feel what I'm feeling. Our survival mode mind it has a purpose, and it's so that we can protect ourselves in danger and to just be aware of our surroundings and what's going on. And that's very useful in a state of danger. But even certain things that like trigger our past traumas or make us feel like we're in a state of danger emotionally, it has the same effect. There's no difference from that and being in real physical danger. So if you have a lot of trauma, then you're constantly living in survival mode because you probably have a lot of triggers. And on one hand, there's people who get triggered and they do nothing about it. They bottle it up. They hold on to it. But in their minds, it's replaying their emotions. They keep constantly feeling the emotions over and over again because it's replaying in their mind. And then on the other hand, you have someone who just reacts straight off rip. It's just war. It's I want all the smoke right off rip. And so over time, when you have gone through enough trauma, when you have gone through enough knee-jerk reactions and feeling like in a state of danger or emergency, then you kind of start programming yourself to always be prepared for something to go wrong. You program yourself to adapt to that trauma. Then next thing you know, like I said, you're living in survival mode because you can't turn off that switch and just be in the present moment, just be in flow, just enjoy the day as it comes. And sometimes you might have those days, but then it's short-circuited when something happens, or another day it goes by and you're triggered. So when you can become aware of that, I'm not going to say that you can just magically make your traumas disappear and forget everything that you've gone through and live a life of complete bliss. It takes time, it takes practice, it takes consciousness and intention. You can first become aware that, okay, I don't know why, but this triggers me. Every time this happens, I start feeling this way. Boom. You're aware of that now. You're not just reacting off of your emotions. Now you can really think like, okay, this something is triggering me. Also too, once I started seeing myself as, I don't want to say a machine. That doesn't sit right with me. Not a machine. But once I started seeing myself as like more mechanical, like the reactions I'm having is not because there's really something wrong. It's just because of my program. Okay, we're kind of like computers. We get downloads and we kind of program ourselves to to deal with certain things. And some of them are instinctual, and that's hardwired within us. And then there's a lot of soft wired things that we put ourselves through. So when you become aware of that and you know, okay, I can change my program, I can change what I'm thinking about, I can change my reactions to things, I can make it so that when this happens or that happens, I'm not triggered, then you're taking the steps to really let that go. And you're taking the steps to then become a more evolved version of yourself. Just give yourself grace. Don't beat yourself up if you slip. Just understand that there's work for you to do. With all that being said, I hope you love this video. Live in love, live in light, and we'll chat on the next one. Bye.